Okay, hi guys. Welcome to our coach info session. It's August 16th, 2022, something like that. I think, right? Yeah, 16th, 17th, 18th, 18th. Oh my gosh. Well, okay, it's the 18th. My apologies. And this is our coach info session. I am very excited to share this opportunity with you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm going to give you a little bit of a layover of how this is going to work, and then we're going to get started. So, our agenda for today is we're all going to share our stories. So, myself, Shauna, and Ashley that are on here, we're going to just take a moment to talk about where we came from, where we started, how we ended up getting here to be running this session together, what made us decide to coach. And then we're going to go into a little bit of what does it even mean to be a coach? Like, what is our job? What do we do? Because I feel like that's a big question. It's like, okay, I want to do this. I'm interested, but what do I do? So we're going to talk a little bit about our vital behaviors. Then we're going to go into some very common misconceptions and fears. So Shauna's going to talk about that because everyone has it. I feel like not a lot of people come into this business thinking like, yes, I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. I can't wait. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. Like I don't know. I don't really know anyone that's like wanted to grow up to work for a network marketing company. So we're going to talk about those common misconceptions, those common fears, and some of those feelings that we've had even before coming on. And I know Shauna's going to talk about that a little bit too. I'm going to give you guys the goodies. I'm going to give you the income overview. I'm going to give you the compensation plan because I mean, when I signed up, I wanted to make money. I'm going to be real freaking honest. Like, I wasn't going to just like do this and not make money. I mean, yes, I loved what I was doing, but if you're here, I'm pretty sure you guys want to know like, okay, is this a real thing or is this a bunch of crap? So I'm going to break that down for you. And then next steps, if you decide this is something you want to do, great. If you listen and you're like, I'm not sure, ask us. We're here to answer questions and we're going to get started. So, we are going to start with our stories. And you guys, I love engagement. So if you've never been on Zoom before, you can use the chat box and ask questions throughout. And we can get to them at the very end of the presentation. You guys can talk to each other and share. Get excited because I know that fuels my fire and that fuels Ashley and Shauna's fire too. So this is us. I will go first. So my name is Brooke Chicola. I have been a coach for 3.5 years now. I signed up as a coach in December of 2018, but that's not where my journey started. My journey started in 2016 when I wanted to lose weight. I had hit about 210 pounds when my husband had proposed to me. I knew that I was going to have to fit in a wedding dress, and my mom took a picture of me and my husband and my daughter, that was 3 at the time, on Mother's Day. And I literally did not recognize myself. I was like, who in the world is this? And fast forward or whatever, rewind to a couple, hours before, I was actually at Target buying new pants because none of my pants had fit. Even my leggings that I like stretched as far as I could stretch, like I could not get them over my hips. They were uncomfortable. So I had to get new pants for Mother's Day so that I could look nice for a picture. And I remember grabbing sizes and everything, but I was used to being like a 12, 14. So I grabbed my comfortable size. I grabbed a 14, put it on, couldn't get them up. Went back, grabbed a 16, couldn't get them up. And that, like, it's like slow motion. I remember grabbing those 18s. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this number. Like, what happened? And they fit like a glove. Went to the event, had that picture, and I was like, that is it. I need to do something about this. I remember being in tears and I almost deleted those pictures because I was so embarrassed that I had let myself go between having a baby, between my bachelor's and getting my master's and working. It was just so much that I just kind of did whatever. I ate out 3 times a day. I didn't care if I ever had a veggie in a day or let alone a week or two. Like truly, like my veggie was maybe a piece of lettuce on my burger. Or in a taco. That's more my style. Lots of tacos. But I knew I had to make a change. So 2016, I started my weight loss journey. I actually had purchased from my sister a 21-day fix challenge pack. I had no idea what it was. I just saw her posting on social media. She had lost weight and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I need to do what you're doing." And she's like, "Oh, I'm doing this 21-day challenge fix thing. You should do it." So I signed up, gave her my credit card, whatever, got this package in the mail, and I got all these tiny little cups and DVDs with this super fit girl that I now know as Autumn Calabrese, one of our awesome trainers. And I was like, "Oh, hell to the no. I am not doing this stupid workout program. I don't look like her. Like, I am not putting my food in these little containers." I literally was like, "I am going to starve. I'm going to do something else." So insert everything else. I did Weight Watchers, Advocare, Plexus, anything that I could try, any shake, any product, I did it. And the year leading up to my wedding, I went to the gym, I ran on the treadmill because I had no idea what the crap I was doing, but I was trying to lose weight. And I lost about 30 pounds. It was great. I felt so much better in my skin. But in true Brooke Chicola fashion, 2 weeks before my wedding, we found out we were expecting our second child because we just could not wait. So the moment I found out I was pregnant, you guys, like my mentality shifted from weight loss to like, I don't even care. I was doing whatever I wanted whenever I wanted. I was eating all the things. I didn't think I could exercise. I was like, this is my time to just be a precious little flower. I'm going to just enjoy this pregnancy. I think I started that pregnancy at about like 175 and I ended and I was at 240 pounds a day. I had her like, holy miserable. I look back at pictures and I just remember feeling tired, sluggish. I developed sciatica in my back. I developed gout toe. Like I was so freaking miserable. And I remember telling myself, like, as soon as I have this baby, things are going to change. Like, I have to change the way I'm thinking about this whole process. And it was when I was in the hospital with her, I remember holding her and I was like, you know what? If I'm going to lose this weight, I need to focus on shifting my lifestyle. I can't focus on weight loss anymore. I am going to focus on making one good choice at a time and just keep snowballing it from there. And that was literally the beginning of it. I started just making small little choices with my nutrition, small choices with my movement. I would celebrate everything that I did along the way and then insert my coach. I made a post about like running a 5K because I had no idea how to work out. Literally, like I had no idea like what muscles were where. It was bad. But I made a post about wanting to run a 5K and my coach had reached out to me and her name is Brooke. We started talking. She was pregnant, expecting her third. We were just talking about kids and pregnancy and working in the schools because at the time I was a school social worker. And I watched her stories and she was like bopping around in her living room with these two little babies at her feet, 9 months pregnant, working out with these dumbbells. And I'm like, what is she doing? Like, I just spent the past 9 months of my life eating everything I could eat and laying on the couch. And she is like talking about having a healthy pregnancy and exercise and all of this. And I was like, what the heck? But I was also amazed. I'm like, oh, you can do this while you're pregnant. It's not just for the super crazy fit people that you see that can do it or the trainers. Like you can work out while you're pregnant. Like, and she's doing it with her kids at her feet. So I just started watching her very, very closely over the next couple months. Her and I would talk. She would invite me to join her group. I would say no because I thought it was expensive, which is literally a joke now. Being 3.5 years into this, I cannot believe how cheap our stuff is compared to what's out there. It just blows my mind. But at the time, it felt like a huge investment. And it was October of that year where I decided to sign up. I'm like, okay, screw it. Like I was working, I was losing some of the weight. I was doing pretty good, but I kind of hit that forever plateau of mine. And I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. So I did. I signed up with her and we were in this like challenge group and it was day one. Everyone was supposed to work out. You guys, I didn't work out. I was the worst challenger in this group. I literally didn't show up. I felt like a failure. She like would check in with me and be like, hey, how's it going? Are you okay over there? Ghosted her, nothing. I was like, nope, because I was embarrassed. I was like, I finally said yes. And now I'm in this group and I couldn't even do day one. I suck. I'm not doing this. So fast forward. And it was Thanksgiving time. And I was in this group now. So I'm in this community and I'm watching this fit club and all these girls that were losing weight, doing the thing, drinking their shakes, drinking their Energize and doing these workouts and losing weight. And I'm like, okay, if they're doing it, why can't I? it was just all starting to add up in my brain. And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to pick my day one based on my schedule. I'm going to do 21-day fix, but I'm going to do it 5 days a week because at the time, committing to something for 7 days a week was too much for me. I'm going to show up in this group. I'm going to give it my all. And I wanted a shout out in that group. She was shouting people out. I'm like, I want one of those shout outs. So I started doing the things, and I literally, like, the moment I pressed play, fell in love. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning. I made myself a cup of this. I flew through my workout, blew my own mind. I'm like, holy crap, I did it. I like checked into the group. I was cheering people on. I rushed all the way to work, and people are like, why are you so happy? Like, you're never this happy in the morning. And I'm like, I just did this workout and I drank this stuff and I don't know what's going on with me. But I became addicted. I became addicted to I became addicted to this. I became addicted to the feeling of feeling accomplished in the morning and that endorphin rush and knowing that I was on my way to hitting my goal. So from there, I just completely fell in love. And then a couple weeks in, she had reached out to me about coaching. And I was like, out of the corner of my eye, I was like, gosh, I would love to be home with my babies, because I was going to a job that freaking sucked. I did not like my job. I had dreams of being a social worker. I got my master's, did the things. But when I was in that job, I was like, this is it. This is really it. So I saw what she was doing. I saw the business she was talking about. I had a little piece of me that's like, do that. Like, I could probably post my stuff on social media. That's easy. Like, she's helping people. That's what I do as a social worker. Like, I want to help people. But I never wanted to say it because for me, I had so much freaking pride in being a social worker. It was kind of ridiculous. I was like, oh, I'm so like, this is what I do. Like, I don't know if I could step down to that, which is a bunch of crap. Oh my gosh, it like blows my mind because this has touched my life in so many ways more than it ever did for me in that job. But she had one of these events. She had a coach sneak peek and invited me. And it was just one night. I'm like, sure, why not? I'll watch it. And I was listening to her story, and I was listening to my friend Dana tell her story at the time. And I was really inspired. I was like, shoot, if they can, why can't I? Like, why not? I'm already doing the things. They were giving away like a $25 gift card or whatever. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like, all right, Steven, I kind of want to do this. I could get an Amazon gift card. It would help with Christmas. And also I think I could do this. Like, don't you? And he's like, okay, well, if you're going to do it, just don't tiptoe in it. Just do it. And that moment, like, forever changed my life. I was like, okay, done. Sign up. Let's do this. I went all in. I watched the videos, whatever that they send you in the back office. I set up a one-on-one with her. I was like, okay, I want to pay for my stuff, because at the time I was like, this is so expensive. Like, can I cover my products? So she met with me. I started working. I made it happen. And 3.5 years later, I haven't stopped. I ended up leaving my job probably way too early, but I did it right before I got pregnant with our third baby during a pandemic. I worked out that entire third pregnancy. I was not nearly as miserable. I mean, it was kind of miserable because it was in the middle of COVID, but like, I did not feel nearly as bad as I did with my other 2 pregnancies. I lost the weight a second time. I have built this incredible community of women that they are just like, bring so much fire to my soul every single day. And now I'm able to be home and do this in the cracks of my day, in the cracks of motherhood, nap time while my babies are sleeping. And it has just been a wild, wild, fun journey. So that's a little bit about me. Shauna, I am going to let you take the floor and share your story.
Hi, guys. So my name is Shauna. I am a labor and delivery nurse. I work part-time, 2 days a week. I started my weight loss journey, I think it was January of 2021. And let me tell you guys, I literally tried everything. Like, you name it, I tried it, starting from like taking weight loss pills years ago. Like, I have done it all, and I'm so happy to finally have something that like actually works for me. But I started my journey, and I made this like super secret Instagram account that I didn't have anybody in my family, anyone that knew me. I wouldn't even let my husband add me. I wanted no one to know what I was doing. Everyone always makes those goals in the beginning of the year, like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to drop 10 pounds. I want to do this. I had to lose at least 50 pounds, and that was like daunting. So I didn't want people to see me fail. Like if I was going to do it, I didn't want people to know until I was like at least halfway successful in it. So I made an Instagram account. People would try to add me that I knew because I think I would pop up on like their get to know, like, this person, and I would deny them. I would add, I literally would, I would deny them. I would add like mom accounts, just everyday people, weight loss accounts, people see what they did that was successful for them. And I would kind of copy them, to be totally honest. So I started my journey doing Weight Watchers. That taught me so much, but I knew when I met Brooke and when I joined her team, that I wanted to just go all in with Beachbody and follow one of those nutrition programs. So I canceled my Weight Watchers account, but that's jumping way too ahead. So I met Brooke on Instagram, and we just started connecting. Like I loved following her stories, posting just like real life content, but also like the workout and fitness stuff and the things that you eat. And I was already doing that. So when Brooke had asked me like, hey, have you ever thought about coaching? Like I see you already do Beachbody. What program are you doing? I think I was doing 9-week Control Freak when I started chatting with you. And I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess like I would love to run like a challenge group. I personally, like, I wasn't in a community the way that we have this community set up, like the way that I coach my girls and the way that I have them in my groups. Like, we now were, super engaging. But I was not in that group. So when I joined Brooke's team, I didn't necessarily need to join for the programs. I wanted to join for the community. And when she had mentioned coaching, I thought, I guess that could be kind of fun. Like I know some people join it for the money. Some people join because like it could be a hobby. I only work part-time. And it's really done so much more for me than I ever could have imagined. And I've only been doing it for 4 months. So I joined Beachbody September of 2021. And then I joined Brooke's team in May of 2022. So it was a big, long stretch until I joined the team. And let me tell you, I've been so much more successful having you girls behind me. I just went to my first Super Saturday with the girls. I went with Brooke and the 2 Ashleys on here. And it's been so fun to meet everyone in person and have like-minded mamas behind you. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really know what else to say as far as like my story is concerned. I think I'm still kind of a work in progress. I know you don't have to be where you like at your very peak to become a coach. I still have work to do on my own. I've lost 50 pounds so far, but I have about 20 more that I would like to lose and then really start toning. But I will say, since adding in these like workouts with the nutrition plans, my body's like just the way that it's shaped has changed so much more. And yeah, it's been great.
Brooke, you're muted.
Oh, I'm just talking away about.
I see you talking. I'm like, you're muted.
Oh my gosh, thank you. We're just so like, this is how it goes sometimes. It's not perfect and professional. And it doesn't have to be. But Shauna, I just love your energy. I love it so much. I blocked everyone, but it just cracks me up. So thank you. I wanted you guys to see Ashley's transformation picture. So Ashley, I'm gonna let you take the floor.
Right on. So I'm Ashley. Actually, I think it's next week is my year with Beachbody. I went balls to the walls right away. Brooke basically was like, so there's a thing going on, it's called Team Cup, and she put me in with a bunch of girls that like are going already, had their business like intact, and I'm like, okay, what is this? And I still didn't get it like halfway through. I still wasn't understanding. But I came in flying, I did hit Emerald right away, and we will get into all the ranks and everything, but that's like a huge rank when you just are starting out, especially for my first month. My story basically is Brooke has been watching me as I have been watching her for about 3 years. Sorry, the baby's screaming. But I also have tried like everything on the planet to lose weight. The big one I did that Brooke, when she first started reaching out to me, was Lady Boss. I think you've did that too, right? You did Lady Boss, Brooke? Yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
you and I had
Frankie.
talked.
Oh yeah, someone's walking by. I'm sorry. So I did Lady Boss. I did really good with it. But once I hit my plateau, I couldn't break it. I got frustrated and I fell off. I think I lost 30 pounds doing that. And after having Mason, I was just so sick of myself. I mean, you can even see in my picture for my wedding picture, like totally embarrassed, size 16 dress, like didn't feel beautiful on that day. And I just felt like I needed to do this for myself. I'm total of 50 pounds down now. I am 50 pounds down. The program I started with was also a 21-day fix. The portion cup scared me at first too. I'm like, dude, I love food. Like, how am I going to be full off this? And this is just never going to work. I'm like, I don't know how Brooke does this. And honestly, I couldn't even finish my cups in the day. Like when I'm tracking them, I'm like, oh crap, I still have like so many damn cups and I'm full. Like I don't even want to eat anymore. So you're not starving yourself. And I honestly think that is why I was able to stick to it, is I don't feel like I need to just like go devour a bunch of food because I'm starving, because I'm, you know, depriving myself from things I love. I'm still eating things I love. I don't skip out on taco days at all. That's probably my one cheat meal. And sometimes I still do it on the healthier side, but I feel like I still just go all in with that. And honestly, this has also helped me tremendously with my mental health. It is still a work in progress, but it has brightened me up so much from where I was. So yeah, that's me. And my barking annoying dog.
I totally accidentally went forward, but we can just get into it.
Yes. Oh, is it me right away too?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, I will continue. All right. So, number one, for our vital behaviors, this is basically how we engage with everybody and, you know, what we live by and follow. So number one is being proof of the products and that they work. Pick your fitness program and the products that you're going to be using daily. Hold on, so like what I like to do, being able to like be proof, I share constantly on social media. Whoever follows me, you know, I constantly have stories up. You'll see me with my Energizer before I start working out. You'll see me with my shakes. And it's not like I'm sitting here promoting it. It's more of, this is what's helping me. This is what's working for me. Same thing with the fitness programs. I love to share my workout videos to show that, you know, you can do it anywhere. They're not super challenging. I mean, they kick your butt, but it's, you get to pick what you're doing. There's modifications. If you need to modify some, you can do that. So really just being proof that this stuff works by sharing your before, afters. I think the number one thing I share is my Energize, because honestly, I don't think I would ever make it through a workout without it. I ran out once and I don't think I finished my workout. I was like dead. So that's my go-to product. So you see a lot of that on my stories. I think Brooke can relate to that. Yes. Okay. So kind of for number 2, share your story on social media. Kind of went through that too already. Connecting with people, sharing what you are doing, getting people engaged with you. None of this cold messaging. Like, I'm actually out here like trying to build connections with people, and help them the same way Brooke helped me. Like, she has brought me so much out of my bubble. Like, I would never normally go out and just talk to random people on social media. Like, I'm shy until you get to know me. But being able to do this has really helped me grow as a person too. And being able to watch people on my team now grow and, gain this confidence, it really starts from sharing and connecting with people. And I saw Brooke's face when I said cold messaging. That's not how we do it. That's not it. Nope. What else do you have on here? Yes, another thing too with like sharing stories, it does not have to be Beachbody. That is not all we are about. I did a poll a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure I'm chopping my hair off on Saturday. But I put a few pictures up to get engagement, to see like who's voting for what. The short hair won. So just like, making that interaction, posting pictures of your kids, what you're doing with your family, how Beachbody can impact you by doing this. Like for me, being a stay-at-home mom, like I'm still making an income, plus I have time with my family and I get to be here with them while they grow up. And I miss that with my daughter. I worked full-time as a hairstylist when I had my daughter. If Cheryl's still on here, she knows our salon was so busy. But yes, I mean, just connecting and doing different things besides just Beachbody. All right, and number 3, get people results. Kind of touched on this too. Like, I love seeing people show up in my groups. I'm still working on getting all the engagement. So far, this month has been my best interaction. And it's sad because it's 2 people plus me, but I'm finally getting that. And people are going to see these girls doing this and it's going to motivate them. That's what we're here to do. We're supposed to support each other, motivate each other. When you're seeing these challenges happening and you're like, oh, I want to be a part of this. Like, they're having fun doing this. Like, that's a huge thing. That's the biggest thing for me, is to make people feel beautiful. And, that's what I did as a hairstylist too. I loved watching people's faces when their hair was done. And now for me, it's with Beachbody, it's watching people get the results, watching how proud they are of themselves, running these groups. I'm already starting to set up my next challenge group this month, trying to get people interacted again. I have so much extra product right now that I'm actually giving away like a month's supply of free products for whoever signs up with the challenge pack. Like, that's kind of huge, I think. Plus we have a promo code. We get promo codes randomly from Beachbody as well. Number 4, personal development. So this one for me personally has been a struggle. Brooke is constantly up my butt about listen to podcasts. And finally I'm listening to podcasts, and holy crap. Ooh, my battery's running low on the computer. But listening to them literally can change your whole outlook on life. It's changed my whole outlook on how I'm running my business. So definitely doing that personal development. And like for me right now, I'm really working on how to love myself. So I'm listening to podcasts on that. Even for like, we have on here like the National Wake Up Call. That's people who have been in the business, talking about how they've grown their business and what it takes to get to where they are. Like, there's so much stuff you can listen to, even if it's not involving coaching. Like, you need to love yourself before you can really start helping other people. So taking care of yourself first before pouring into other people is huge. So definitely personal development is probably my top thing that I would focus on. All right, was that it? The dream is.
Okay. Hi. I'm like, what is this thing popping up? Zoom newbie. Okay. So I am going to talk to you guys about like the misconceptions and fears, and I feel like this totally suits me. Because I went back and forth for like 2 weeks. Like, you think that this is going to be like I was putting in $1 million or something to like start up this business, and I'm like, now I'm looking back, I'm like, why was I so concerned about starting this? Like, I was so fearful. But I was so worried that no one would join me. Like, I was worried I would become a coach and like start a challenge group and it would just be crickets. Like, I would have no one to start with me. So personally, I don't see that one is not on here, but that was my biggest fear, was failing as a coach. Like, putting myself out there, putting like that I'm coaching, join me in my stories, and that I would have no one back me up. And that is so far from the truth. I feel like once I started sharing my like journey and actually like posting it after a year, to like my Facebook stories, which I don't really ever go on Facebook. I kind of just link my Instagram to my Facebook. And once I linked that and people started seeing what I was doing, I actually had people messaging me and coming to me, wanting to join or wanting to know what I was doing, and just starting like real authentic conversations about what has worked for me. I am the least salesy person in the world. Like, I couldn't even sell a Girl Scout cookie to you, and we know how good those are, okay? Like, I, everyone buys Girl Scout cookies. Couldn't sell them to you. But it is super easy to endorse something that you're passionate about and something that like actually works for you. So I'm finding that it's actually been relatively easy to get people, and I know that probably will end soon, but to get people to start and join with me and like keep my groups engaged. I feel like because I'm like authentically passionate about it, that other people join and are also like really passionate about it too. And so that helps. So the number one that we've got on here is that you don't have to be a fitness professional or a nutrition expert to start. We have fitness trainers who literally tell you how to do the workouts. They actually like explain like your posture, how you should be doing them. So you don't have to be a professional. And if you have any questions, like if someone comes to you as a coach with a question, you could always look it up online. Like, we have like through our community, like the Beachbody website, you can find answers to almost anything. And then same with like our nutritionals. I always have my girls do the nutrition quiz, but it just depends on what they're doing. Like if they're already following something that's working for them currently, nutrition wise, and they're just looking for like the fitness portion, then that's totally fine too. You don't have to go all in, but we are like a total solution pack to everything, which is incredible. In my groups, I share my recipes. I just try to share what works for me on all like social media platforms and like my bod group. And I feel like people and your challengers just like that. The other misconception and fear is that you don't have to be at your goal weight to start. Like, you don't have to be like shredded and have abs like to get people to follow you. Like, people are actually more likely to follow you if you look like them, because then they know. Like, you know, I post my pictures when I was 240 pounds, and there's girls that are be like, oh, look at, she went from 240 pounds to 190 pounds. Like, if she can do that, I can do that too. Whereas sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating if you're like feline shredded, you know. But we're all a work in progress. And you like, if you're showing up, then that's all you need to be doing. There's no like perfect coach at all. You just want to show up for yourself and keep motivating others. And this one, so you don't have to have like a ton of time. Like I know a lot of the girls in our coaching community work full-time jobs and they have little kids and they fit all of this into the cracks of their day. I love that saying because it's so freaking true. Like any sort of, you can make this work however you want it to work. Like I've mentioned earlier, like as far as being a hobby coach or like going all the way in, like you want to hit the top rank, be elite, you can do that if you set yourself up for that. But you do not need to start or even go like, you know, all hours of the day. I know Brooke usually takes off like Sundays. Like Sundays, like her family day. She doesn't post like a whole lot on that day. I need to start doing that. But I've just been so all in, and like I was doing 21 Day Fix recently, so we were working out 7 days a week. So I do post quite a bit, but you could do it in whenever you have the downtime. And then use your time effectively. Like you can fit little 10-minute segments of connecting with a girl here, sending out some invites here, but not the gross spammy ones. We don't do that here. Oh, and that leads us in. So you don't have to be spammy or salesy. And that is not me. That is not any of these coaches. I didn't know if I would be successful because I'm not salesy, but I feel like when people see that what you're doing works, they want to join you and do what you're doing. And that's been my biggest like success in here and making authentic connections with people. You don't have to have 1,000 followers. You don't have to, you know, have a big social media presence. All you have to do is talk to people who want, like, who support you on regular day-to-day stuff. Like, who comes to you and watches your kids for you when you're in a pinch? Guarantee you they will join you. Guarantee you they will work out with you. Like, all you have to do is ask and chat with them. And this one I feel like scares a lot of people away. This is not a pyramid scheme. Like people always, I feel like some people have like a bad like taste in their mouth, like, oh, an MLM. Our company works really closely with the FTC, that enforces federal consumer protection laws. So, you know, we have to put in our income disclaimers. Beachbody like doesn't guarantee any level of success. It's all based on your skill. So that is a huge one. I mean, people want to know that when they're joining you, they're not going to be scammed. And really, like, that's the farthest thing from what we're doing here. Like, even when I was at Super Saturday with everyone and they were, you know, it was just like, this is the most positive thing out there. There is nothing negative about lifting people up, motivating people, and posting and sharing like your successes. So that one is not it. And then this is also not like a get rich quick scheme. It takes time, work, effort, dedication, but it's whatever you want to put into it. No one's going to be like dragging you along. No one wants to do that. That's not fun. We want people on our team that want to genuinely like work, have fun. That's in our team name. We like to have fun, and get together. Gotta like having some cocktails with us. That's for sure. But no, I will say, that this has been fun. It really has. There's no like overhead. Like when you start, you sign up like any other person does. You sign up as a coach with your 1 month of supplements and your year of Beachbody. There's no like, oh, you have to pay $500 to join as a coach. It's literally like, I don't know any other company that you can start a business from nothing. And me personally, I earned my money back in the first month. So it's easy to do, super fun, and you get to have a bunch of new besties. That's all I've got.
You are nailing this. Oh my gosh. I need to like go back, rewatch this, take notes, and add some things like the overhead for sure. You're investing in yourself. I literally tell people, because I've asked other people with other companies, I'm like, well, what do you have to do to get started? And they're like, oh, you need to purchase X amount of inventory and it sits. And I'm like, ew. I'm like, literally everything I buy, especially that first year. I think I have a little bit of an overstock now, which is the first time in 3 years. I'm like, what I buy goes into my body, which goes to my health and my results. Like, it's so great. Um, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about, it can be fun, not fun, whatever you want to say. Show me the money. We're going to talk about how you can actually earn in this business. And there are 5 different ways that you guys can earn. We have retail commission, we have team cycle bonus, matching bonus, star diamond bonus, and other bonuses. I'm really going to focus on 4 because the other bonuses, there's like some random ones that they will like throw in, or they have like these fast start bonuses that you can get. But the main are going to be the retail commission, team cycle bonus, matching, and star diamond. And I want to be clear too that just like Shauna said, this can be anything you want. You can sign up as a coach, you can sign up to do retail commission. You can be pretty successful doing commissions and selling products and packs and whatever and make a decent income. But the potential of having more of that residual big income, it comes from building a team. And this is something that I want to be really clear on, because I just want you guys to know what this will look like for you. And then you can kind of figure out like what you want. Like, do you need an extra $300 to $500 a month? You can absolutely do that with retail commission and not building this ginormous organization if that intimidates you. A lot of people can be successful by just like doing the retail side of it. When you build that team, when people are saying like, you're working and you have a team working with you and you're doing this together, that's the residual part where I know some people say like make income while you sleep or whatever. That's when you have a team. And I do want to note at the bottom too, we do have our income disclaimers as I talk about this as well. So let's get started. I pulled this straight from, oh my gosh, this keeps doing this to me. If you guys go on to Google though, literally Google Beachbody compensation plan. Like, this is straight from there. This is straight from our compensation plan. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, but you guys, if you want to do a little bit more research on it yourself, you can. If you have questions, ask me. I am here to tell you as a coach that has been doing this for 3.5 years, and it looks different for everyone, but I make a pretty freaking decent income for building a team. I have made the decision that I want to build a team. I want to lead. I want to do this. I want to do calls. I want to work with people that want to work. I don't want to just recruit a bunch of bodies and sell a bunch of product. Like, I want to work with people that want to change their lives. And we are doing very, very well with our family. So the first part, the total solution packs and commissions. So we get the bonus points basically means dollars. So the dollars for a total solution pack varies based on the pack size, because we have packs that range from like $139.95 all the way up to like way over $300 now, I think, with our body yearly subscription. So that is it depends on the total solution pack, but we get 25% retail. So Energize, for example, you want some, your mom wants some, your friend wants some, you can give them a link with your coach ID, you get 25% commission on that. So that is one way to earn in this business. We also get 40% commission on Beachbody, like the Beachbody On Demand memberships. So if somebody signs up for like a 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, or I don't even think we have 9-month anymore. They got rid of one of them recently, or I think it's 3, 6, 12 we have. You would get 40% commission on that, on the membership. You also get commission on the body, which is the BOD Interactive monthly membership. So over here, you guys can kind of see like an example of how you guys can start to build that income when you are getting people hooked up with the total body solution every single month. Month 1, you have 3 people sign up. Month 2, you have 3 people sign up, and then somebody reorders a Shakeology. Month 3, you have 3 new people sign up, 2 more people order Shakeology. This is how this can start to compound when you are supporting people in your groups. And you are getting 3 new people signed up every single month. And that's like a baseline for me. That's what I teach my girls. In order to have a healthy growth in your business and your income, it is really smart to have 3 new people coming into your door every single month. And if you guys think about any retail store, like, you can't just survive off of 1 or 2 sales and then just be done. Maybe if you're selling houses, it's a little different, but in a retail store, you want to have that healthy growth and that steady, you have customers come in, and then you want to have new customers, but then you also want to have retention from your other customers coming in too, to really grow your business and grow your income. So that's the first way. The second way is the team cycle bonus. Hi, Nicole. I see a hand raised. Oh my gosh. If you have a question, we will hold it, or you can put it in the chat, and I would love to answer your question if that's what that's for. I got to go back. Okay. Number 2, the team cycle bonus. This is the biggest way. I will say this is where a bulk of my income comes from, because I have decided to build a team. And this graphic shows you the potential of what of what this can be. So we are on a binary system. You are your own CEO when you sign up. Like, you are your own person. But the cool thing is, depending on where you're placed in your coach's organization, and you guys are joining an organization that is growing, that is, I mean, we're getting pretty big, but we are not stopping. We have so much growth. So you're going to be placed somewhere in this organization, and your coach then, as they keep building and adding people to their organization, their volume can actually start going to you once you are an active Emerald coach. And an active Emerald coach is you plus 2. And we have a lot of calls on that, on how to hit that, how to make that happen within your first like 24, 48 hours as a coach when you decide to sign up. So for time's sake, we'll kind of skip over that, but I want you guys to see that we do have these ranks. And as you build an organization, and as you have people that are ordering under you, and if they decide to build an organization or sign people up, we also have preferred customers. So people that don't want to coach, that are like, nope, I just want 25% off my products. I don't want to make any money, which is kind of silly, because like, you can make $50 back if you sign up like a friend or whatever, like it makes sense to sign up as a coach, because even if you do it for a little bit of retail, get some money back, right? Especially nowadays with inflation, like hallelujah, everyone could benefit from a little extra cash. But this is how it happens. So when you have 100 volume on one leg, so let's just, for time's sake, a bag of Shakeology. Like, if it were to be 100 volume, it's about 90. And then your right leg, you have somebody order 2 bags of Shakeology. You're an Emerald coach. You have 2 preferred customers or coaches under you. They all order Shakeology. That would be a team cycle bonus. You would make $14 as an Emerald coach, which covers your monthly coach fee of $15.95. Like, boom, you literally did nothing. They signed up. You got commission from them the first time. Now they're starting to build volume, and you just made $14 because they love Shakeology. They wanted to go back in and order some more. Okay. When you're a Ruby coach, it's 16. When you're Diamond, it's 18. That's where it caps. But as you can see at the multiple star Diamond levels, you can earn more per week. So as an Emerald coach, your potential, you could possibly earn $250 per week if you decide to build your organization as an Emerald coach. That's like the max you can earn as an Emerald. Again, you would have volume underneath you from you building, plus your coach if they're building under you too, and they can work with you on that when you get signed up, so you can kind of figure out where your strong and weak leg is and where you're placed under your coach. And then as a Ruby, it's $1,000 a week. As a Diamond, it can be, it's capped at $2,000 a week, and so on and so forth. So you guys can see the income potential here when you decide like, hey, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to build a team. And the cool thing about building a team too, you guys, is yes, you have people that are signed up under you, but I don't just go recruiting for bodies. I am not out there to get as many bodies as I can to make as much money as I can. I look for quality people that want to run with me. I would rather have Shauna and Ashley and 5 other quality people on my team that want to do this with me for life, that want to have fun and run, than just like getting a bunch of bodies and like people to make this happen. So I don't want you guys to think like, yes, it is more people when you build a team. The bigger the team, the more money you make, but quality also plays a big role versus just quantity. So I want to be very clear on that. Okay. So the third way that you can earn is a matching bonus, which is really fun. And I've been seeing this a lot more, but basically when you are a Ruby and above, when your team starts to build and they're building their organizations and they begin to team cycle bonus, you can earn a percentage, and it's not of their money. It is literally a pool of money that our company Beachbody has set aside that says, hey, you know what? Shauna is doing a really great job building leaders. Their team cycle bonusing, we're going to give her some extra money, a small percentage of this pool that we have set aside, because she's developing as a leader. So you're not taking from your downline. You are not taking from anyone. Seriously, the FTC is like so involved in this business, like, and we are like publicly known now or whatever, publicly traded. So there have been a lot of hoops our company has had to jump through that there are some other companies that have not yet, and other companies that get shut down. Like we are very on top of making sure we're always in compliance. So this is not coming from your downline. This is just showing like, hey, she is growing as a leader. We're going to give her some kickback. So that is like that bonus pool. The Star Diamond bonus pool is really freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, I just got my first 5-star diamond bonus and it was amazing. I was able to take out all my freaking coaches at Summit to like out for a really nice dinner and get some drinks. And I was literally able to throw my hand up and say, this is on me. I tipped the waitress the best tip I think I've ever tipped in my freaking life, and her face, it made my day. And nobody knew I did it literally until this moment right here. I told my husband and he's like, why did you give her? And I was like, you know what? Because I could. And it felt good to give back and to be able to be like, you know what? They deserved it. They earned it. And I'm able to give and not blink. So the Star Diamond pool happens. And again, it's another a pot of money that's set aside based on like sales in the company. So it's varying every quarter. But they add up. They can add up. So it starts at 2-star diamond. Then there's a 5-star diamond, 10-star, and a 15-star diamond pool. And that's when you're really growing your organizations, you're developing leaders, you're really impacting your family, and you're impacting so many people's lives in their health and fitness, but also their business so that they can do things like take their family to Disney, pay for the dance lesson that they were scared to pay for every month, take their kids to the baseball game. They can take their husband out to dinner and pay for the babysitter and not have to stress. Like that's like you get that bonus and you have people under you that are experiencing those same things that I've been able to experience. And now I'm beginning to watch my team experience as they're paying for their products and stuff, which is freaking amazing. So that is how we earn. And I'm going to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys so much. But I want to end with this real quick. Just imagine, take a couple minutes after this call. Just imagine if you said yes. Like what do you have to gain? What could happen if you gave this your all? If you made the decision to treat this like a business, like the potential is mind blowing. I have heard story after story after story, and I decided to write my own. And every freaking Thursday and every day I'm in this, I'm like, holy crap. People ask me all the time, do you want to go back to social work? I literally don't have to now. I couldn't say that a couple years ago. I had to work my ass off to get here, but like, I don't have to if I don't want to. And I was sitting with my husband recently talking about planning a retreat for my girls. And he was sitting on the couch. He's like, okay, let's look at some dates. 2 years ago, he would have shit his pants. He would have been like, what are you doing? How are you going to do this? How are you going to plan a work retreat? Why? You're going to leave me with the kids? You're going to spend what? You're going to do what? But he sat down with me on the couch because I worked. I've communicated. I've shown him my numbers every single week. Every single week, I tell him what I'm doing. I tell him why these calls are important. I tell him my groups that I'm running. I'm telling him about the girls that are joining and how awesome they are. He is actively involved. And yesterday he put on my Beachbody hat I got from Super Saturday, and he's like, I'm keeping this. And I'm like, it fit him so well and he looked really good in it. And I'm like, damn, but it took time to get there because this isn't just an overnight thing, but the potential, there is no glass ceiling, you guys, which is like the coolest freaking thing and what keeps me going every single day. So next steps. If you are ready to dive in, you're going to tell your coach, we're going to get you all set up. If you have not gotten set up with a total body solution pack, we're going to get you that, or a completion pack, because that's going to waive your $39.95 fee that goes towards your back office. And the back office is wonderful. It has all your stuff. So you don't have to create all your own reports of like your customers, your coaches, like other businesses where they have to keep track of stuff. That's going to be in your back office. So when you get a solution pack, you're getting your products that you need to try because we're product of the product. You're going to get your fitness programs and you're going to get that fee waived. If you are military or you have a military spouse, that is just completely waived. And the monthly $15.95 a month fee that we have that goes towards our back office and our customer service, that's waived too, as long as you are a coach that is working. And we can talk a little bit more about that as well. Because our business stands for military, which I am like all about. After you get signed up, we get you in, we send you a welcome email. We're going to introduce you to our team page that is like bumping and vibing and thriving right now. Like we are like, oh my gosh, this is just the beginning. And it's so freaking fun. You're going to get added to our team Facebook chat. We have a new coach checklist that you can work through with your coach. And you can get a chance to set up a one-on-one to talk to them about your specific goals, what you want to do. Do you want to be a retail coach? Do you want to go all in? Like, what are the steps that you need to take? Because this looks different for everyone. And communication is like so key. So just let us know what you think. We're always here to answer any questions. And at this time, I will stop so I can see if there are any questions. Shauna, Ashley, I don't know if you guys saw anything. It's taking me a hot minute. Or Nicole, if you have a question. Don't talk to me just yet. About to put you on speaker while I shower. I hope it's okay I said that. I love it. And we love to dance. Shauna, Ashley, do you have anything? What? I was told we don't get commission from products. You get commission if it's a customer. So the team cycle bonus, that is preferred customers and coaches. Once they sign up, they count towards your volume once you are an Emerald coach. So that's where the difference is. So I kind of try to split that up. It's confusing because preferred customer launched a year ago. So when I started, there was no preferred customer. It was literally like, you're a coach or you're a customer, and that's it. So once the preferred customer launch happened, like that is to help eliminate the barrier of people that truly wanted to be a discount coach. Like they just wanted 25% off. They didn't want to work the business, so they could sign up as a preferred customer or PC, but they still count in your downline. Like, so they look like a coach and go towards your downline for your rank, but you don't get paid the commission on their orders after that initial order once they place. So I hope that makes sense. Love you guys. Nicole, I don't know if you can type back, but I hope that clarifies a little bit. Yeah, it's confusing. The preferred customer thing, I think like kind of, it's good. It's amazing because so many people are able to sign up and enjoy the perks that we get as coaches, getting like the discounted product. Although in my opinion, I think you should just sign up as a coach because you could make money back. And as a PC, you can't. And everything else is the same thing. Like even if you have one person sign up and you buy a pack, that covers like a third of it. Gas is so expensive these days, guys. Like, why not?
I was going to say, I feel like you literally have nothing to lose to sign up. Oh, I know. You have nothing to lose to sign up as a coach. Like you only have to gain from there. Like if you sign up as a preferred customer, like that's totally okay too. But I feel like then you don't have any sort of way of making an income. And when people start to see your results, they're going to ask you, and then you're going to send them to us. And it's like, why? You could have made that commission and money off of that instead of sending them to our way, you know? So I just feel like everyone needs to sign up as a coach. Like it just makes the most sense. I'm biased, but
I agree though. And I always say that. I'm like, I want you guys, like, no. I'm not, I mean, yes, I'm here to like make an income for my family, but I'm not money hungry. Like I know what it's like to make that back, and it's just makes sense. So, all right. Thank you guys so much. I am going to stop this so I can upload it. Yay! Nicole, are you our Nicole? I can't see your face, so I don't know if you're like our Nicole or a random Nicole. I think you're our Nicole Powers. Charles Powers? I bet it is.
She's in the shower. She's not going to answer.
You take a selfie.
Yes!
I'm just here for the selfies.
Just here.
That's it.
Take it for me since my computer died. Now I'm on my phone.
Oh, I'm gonna take a screen, like a screenshot. Does that make sense?
I was like, oh crap.
Here we go. Oh, I should have done this before we stopped.
I'm coming back. Yes, it's Nicole Powers here, and yes, I'm still in the shower.
I knew it. I love you. Oh, all right. We doing a selfie? Smile.
Yes. Nicole, get your showery butt on the selfie.
Oh, girl, y'all don't want to see these
Put
cheeks.
the clothes on.
What does Amala say? The peaches, or no, the yams. The yams. There we go. All right, ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1. You're so cute.
Be a good one. You freaking and chuck the ball at me while you did
Yeah,
that.
Nicole.
Oh
It's
my
just so weird. I'm talking to you guys in the shower. But anyway, I
I'm
just
here.
signed up 2 new coaches. Can I invite them to the Fit, Fun, and Free to Be group?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they'll be able to get the link to come to these meetings and stuff and learn more and stuff from that group, right?
Yes. Here, do you want me to send you my welcome email
Yeah.
that I
Yeah.
usually send to people? Okay. I feel like I need to put you back in our like big chat. 'Cause I think
Oh my God, there was so much going on, and I can't stand when my phone is like ding, ding, ding. And
Drama
y'all
go-
know,
you have
I'm
to
awake
put it on
till, like,
mute.
8 or 9 o'clock, and y'all bitches be up at like 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning, and I don't like when my phone is spinning that early.
You got to put it on mute. Brooke made me put mine on mute, and life's
I
way better.
know. I forget. though.
oh my gosh, mute all the I know when your notifications were going off that day I was at your house, I'm like,
Turn that
No.
off.
no.
I still have them going off and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, Brooke's like, let me help you.
I was like, this is too much. Turn it off.
I'm like, this is why my anxiety is so damn high.
Yeah. Yeah.
Connor, come here. We got to go get sis from the bus.
All right. I'm sending this to you. This is what I send my new coaches when they sign up is like a welcome email. You can change it to make your own, but I have all my links in there so that they know where to go.
Okay, perfect.
Let's go outside.
Yeah. Anyone on this team, anyone anywhere that wants to do anything coaching, they are welcome.
I didn't know that, so that's super good to know. I will.
It's a good way to get them in the routine of showing up before you start your own groups. That's what I did.
Yeah. That's what I did too. Like mine was kind of slow. Although Shauna, I love how you just like, I cannot believe you didn't think anyone would join you. And you like within 24 hours had like 4 people. I'm like, huh?
We're right here, but oh my God, yeah, no, it was daunting. Like I was so nervous that no one would like do it with me, but I'm so happy that I've got like really good friends. That's why I tell everyone now, like if you don't think like anyone's gonna support you, like you're crazy, because I was that person. Like I was that person who thought like no way anyone's gonna join me. And now I'm like, you know, sometimes like last month I really had to scramble to hit SC, but most months it's been like, you know, relatively easy. Like people just come to me.
Well,
I'm getting
not gonna lie,
some-
I think it's the energy that you put out there too, because so up until last week's Super Saturday, I'm like, I'm just a hobby coach. I'm just a hobby coach. You know, if somebody wants to sign up, great. But after last week, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so much more. And I don't want to be a hobby coach
Yeah.
anymore. And nobody was hitting me up as a hobby coach. And then all of a sudden this week, I got hit up by 2, 3 different girls.
Hell yeah, Nicole.
So I'm like, you just gotta change your mindset sometimes, you know?
Yes. And your energy, like you said, that the energy is everything. It's
Yes.
and it's like genuine. Like you don't want to like, sometimes you got bullshit it a little. That's why you drink Energize. I'm like, this helps, but I don't know. It's weird. It's like this always brings me energy. Like after. It's like, oh, that was
Yes.
good. That felt so good.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys. I'm gonna get going because I have to go get my girls from cheerleading. But thanks for hopping on. And I'm gonna upload this so you guys can send it to anyone too. Like that's what I do after these calls. If someone's like literally 85% of people are like, sorry, I didn't make it. I'm like, sure, just watch it back and let me know what you think. And then I'll be like, hey, did you get a chance? And that just like keeps the conversation going. The seeds are planted. It's like they're soaking it in and making their own connections. So
Absolutely.
okay, all right. I really gotta go. I gotta get my kids. Oh, hey!
Oh my God, I didn't think you had a towel on for a second. I was like, oh my God, does she know her camera's on?
And I got my daughter's beach towel on because I forgot to get a towel. So I'm like yelling for my son to get me a towel.
Jinx!
Help me.
Oh my gosh, I love this crew. All right, I love you guys. I really got to get my kids.
At first, I was like, damn. Bye.